Hi guys, it's Loki, and you're watching a Critter News special report. Catnip season starts today in the Northern Hemisphere, so this program is especially for my fellow felines. In today's program, you'll see how to identify wild catnip. But first, a lesson on how to walk on a leash so you and your human can join the hunt. The first thing to remember when walking on a lead or a leash is that you are not a dog. Your human should expect you to walk them. They are only there to make sure you don't get into trouble. The second thing to remember is that your human should be providing treats during each step of this class. You may eventually walk side by side with your human, but you will probably never go for a walk in a straight line down a neighborhood sidewalk. Leave that to the dogs. They are the experts. You're more likely to be interested in exploring a circular area, and your primate should encourage that. Start by getting used to the harness inside. The safest harness is an H harness that fits around your neck and chest. They come in standard and adjustable types. You should not wear this when you're not being supervised. Cats are more flexible than dogs and can get caught in the strangest ways. It's the curse of having 9 lives. You can also start getting used to wearing a harness with a breakaway or stretchy collar all day and night, but this should not be used with a lead. Many primates may prefer a 15-foot lead to a leash. These are usually found in the dog section and have a hook at both ends. This allows your primate to hook the lead through a belt loop so they can have both hands free. Also, it gives you more room to move. And you want them to have both hands free so they can give you treats. The first few times you go outside, you should pick someplace quiet and away from traffic, like your backyard or a park in the morning, to reduce the startle factor. Your human should bring plenty of treats. Your human should sit on the ground and let your lead out only a few feet so you are still within petting distance. The combination of the lead and the great outdoors may make you nervous. Your primate should pet you and offer you treats. Most cats don't feel like eating until we are sure we are safe, so once you are no longer nervous, tell your primate so by eating the treats. If you feel like exploring, start walking a little. Your human should let out the lead a few more feet and hold it firmly. It may take a little while to get used to how to walk without darting forward or stepping on the lead, but it doesn't take long. If you get frustrated, lie down and your primate will come toward you. Expect to spend only 5 minutes or so outside the first few times. If you lose your temper, the human will hold the leash firmly to keep you in place and walk toward you hand over hand. They should not drag you toward them with the leash because you will see this as an attack, but should bring themselves towards you as if climbing a rope. Then they will pet you and give you treats until you calm down. With patience, you will adjust to the leash. Now, why would you put up with all this? There are many benefits to the inconvenience of the leash. You get to enjoy the many smells of the outdoors without risking getting run over by a car, stolen, shot, or poisoned. You also impress your human's friends with your talent. I know, for some reasons humans think walking on a leash requires brains. They're a little silly. Bird lovers will appreciate that you are merely bird watching. So will the birds. But the main reason I put up with a leash is this: wild catnip. If you don't have wild catnip in your area, but can grow clover or mint, it is available in seed form and sometimes in plant form at garden centers. It spreads like crazy, and if your primate decides to plant some, you may want to remind them to place it somewhere other than the vegetable garden if you don't want neighborhood cats messing in there. Be sure to get Nepeticateria, or true catnip. There are other plants called catnip people sometimes put in their gardens to give the look of catnip without the scent, so look for the Latin name. Here's my girlfriend Mayday rubbing it on her face like a perfume. Charlie prefers to eat it like I do. I usually find the best stuff near a building or a fence line, but it'll crop up in your lawn anywhere that white clover grows well. It will stay green if mowed, gets bushy if pruned, works fine in containers or rock gardens, and is very forgiving if you forget to water it. Left untended, it will grow to 2 feet tall with clusters of pale purple flowers. You can use it fresh or dried. If you dry it, you can do so by stripping the leaves and laying them flat, or by hanging the plant upside down. Be sure not to eat the stems after they are dry. They're very sharp and can cause damage to your throat or stomach. I picked out a plant today to dry this summer. It's taller than me. That's it for Critter News this week. Happy hunting! See you next time. This episode of Critter News is brought to you by Singing Moon Press. Singing Moon Press. We share.